Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about luxury summer fragrances. These are all fragrances that you need to try if you really appreciate beautiful niche perfumes and a luxury wearing experience. You really want the best of the best, something very high-end that is going to be perfect for the warmer weather. All of these are completely unisex. Let's go ahead and jump into it with number one, which is the new release from Perfumes, Xanadu. Now I smelled this at Xanadu and I had been waiting for what feels like forever for them to launch this perfume. Seriously, I have been waiting so long. Like, when is it coming? When is it coming? When is Xanadu finally coming? And they just launched this like a week ago, a few days ago. This is true paradise in a bottle. It's a peachy, musky, fruity scent with notes of mandarin and bergamot, with peach, rose, lily of the valley, orange blossom, jasmine, musk, amber, vanilla, and vetiver. Now this opens very, very musky right from the get-go. This is definitely a musk dominant fragrance, but just done in a very clean, very tropical way. And what I really love about Xanadu is that you can see in the color of the bottle is blue, just like Valhalla, and I get a similarity with that cashmere wood that's in Valhalla. I get something like that in Xanadu. It really feels like a beautiful, slightly woody kind of cashmere-esque note that just adds a lot of smoothness and luxury to the fragrance. It really blends beautifully with this peachiness. And what I like also about the fruitiness in Xanadu is that it's not really overly juicy or like super zesty or anything like that. It's very creamy, very smooth. It's a little bit tart, very slightly tart, but not too zesty bright. And I feel like the orange is going to be very dominant in this as well, along with that peachiness. But orange and peachiness is mainly what you're going to get. It feels a little bit spicy, almost kind of like a cardamom note in here. This is not going to be as like forwardly fruity as Valhalla. It's really going to be more about this beautiful, clean musk mixed with some subtle fruits, and this has vetiver in the base as well that really adds a nice unisex element to the scent. I absolutely love it, and it is very, very strong. I've worn this many, many times because I had this little 10 ml, which I don't know if you guys know or not, but Perfumes offers these nice 10 ml travel sizes that are minis with a sprayer on their website. So it's a great way to get like a decant or sample before investing in a full-size bottle. So it's a great option. I love it when brands offer like a cute luxe mini version that feels kind of like the full presentation, but gives you like a more affordable option to try out a scent before investing in a full-size bottle. So love that. Xanadu from Perfumes. So next up we have Oud Symphony from Precious Liquid. This is one, if not the best tropical passion fruit fragrances ever made, period. It is a masterpiece in my opinion, done by the very famous perfumer Richard Herpon, the same perfumer as Oud Wood by Tom Ford. Precious Liquid is actually his brand, so he perfumes all of the fragrances. This fragrance to me truly puts every other passion fruit oud fragrance on the market to shame. It is boozy and green and resinous, rich and very deep. It is gorgeous and very happy. It's just one of those scents that you smell and it puts a little pep in your step, but it's not typical. It's not over the top fruity. Like, it's sweet, but the sweetness is not necessarily just coming from the passion fruit and the blackcurrant, the fruitiness in this scent. It has a really sweet resinous side and a really nice rich, almost kind of syrupy honey with rum and some osmanthus, with oud, jasmine, sambac, frankincense, rose, and patchouli, with honey and tonka bean. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is show stopping. I've been talking about this fragrance for a very long time now. I smelled this first at Osme Perfumery, and it's what really got me interested in this house. But still, out of everything that I've ever tried from them, this is the one that I always go back to. It is so beautifully done, so unique. Really, it's kind of hard to compare it to anything else. And the performance on this is also very, very strong. Every time I wear this, I get a compliment. 12 plus hours easily on the skin with Oud Symphony. It's my favorite from the house and so luxurious, like the epitome of luxury. Oud Symphony from Precious Liquid. Whew, the wind is picking up a little bit. Why does Florida have to be so complicated? Seriously, I came out here, the wind, gentle, nothing going on, not a cloud in the sky, no forecast of rain. As soon as I park my car, we're getting sun showers, and I feel like something is about to pick up. So we might be getting a little bit of rain, but hey, at least we're covered here. So what is a luxury fragrance list without including a fragrance from Creed? And we have to talk about my summer obsession, Virgin Island water. This is one of the best coconut fragrances that I've ever smelled in my life. I said the Oud Symphony felt happy. This just takes it to another level. This is like, I smell it and I can't stop smiling. It is so beautifully done in a very like classic Creed type of way. Like the quality is unmatched to this. It's not too sweet, perfectly unisex, and I love it because it's not how you're used to smelling coconut, you know? It's not like a typically sugary, sweet, like floral balm that feels very dense, you know, and kind of feminine leaning. I feel like most of the time when we think of coconut tropical fragrances, we think of something that might be a little bit feminine. This is perfectly unisex. This is a beautiful dry coconut mixed with a very juicy, zesty lime. Excuse my language, but this is damn good. It's a lightly boozy coconut just done in the most elegant way. And I love the mixture of this very bright, pulpy lime. And it has that really beautiful, spicy, zesty ginger note too, which is another thing that really adds to just the overall happiness of the scent. And we get a little bit of some tropical florals as well from hibiscus and ylang ylang. This does have a sugarcane note in it, but it's not really too sugary. It has musk and rum. This is the summer signature fragrance from Creed. This is so good and underrated. I feel like people that get it really understand it, but it's something that a lot of people look over, and it's really sad that they do because this is just so beautiful. And it lasts. I see a lot of comments from people talking about the poor performance of Virgin Island water. I don't know what you guys are talking about because I have a brand new bottle, and every time that I wear this, I easily get anywhere from 6 to 8 hours on the skin. Now, mind you, after about that 2-3 hour mark, it is going to come closer to the skin. I will give it that. It does become a really like intimate fragrance after the first couple hours, but the longevity is here. And honestly, for the quality that you're getting with this, I think it's worth every penny. I think it's so good. It's so incredibly sexy and fun and flirty to smell on a man, but it's something that I love to wear myself. Don't sleep on it. It is a summer must-have. Virgin Island water. So speaking of coconut, we have Quattro Pizzi from Casa Morati. Now this is coconut done in the most unique, upscale, and dressy way. This is creamy, super, super creamy with a big dose of tuberose. You have to know that going into Quattro Pizzi is that there's a lot of tuberose in this. The coconut and tuberose really go hand in hand in this scent. They're really the stars of the show, but it's mixed with a really nice, dry tobacco and hay notes. It's just what makes this fragrance so different and so attention grabbing. And the way that the tobacco is done in Quattro Pizzi is really like a nice kind of blonde tobacco. And this has a little bit of a booziness to it as well with a dry hay note. So there's definitely going to be a little bit of a slightly kind of earthy element, but it's done in a way that you're not really used to smelling. You know, it's not patchouli or vetiver, anything like that. It's a really realistic kind of dry, grassy hay note. And it sounds pretty out there and different, but trust me, it works so well. But you just have to keep in mind that this fragrance is a blast of tuberose. There is a lot of tuberose in Quattro Pizzi, but if you like to rock floral fragrances, this is one that you need to try this. If you want something that is so incredibly unique and coconut done in a way that you've never smelled before, this is so insanely good. A really amazing release of 2024 Quattro Pizzi. So next we have the heartthrob from Fragrance du Bois, Oud Bleu Intense. Now it's hard to find fragrances more luxurious than Fragrance du Bois. I love how they use oud in their perfumes. I feel like it's a really easy to get along with, very easy way to get into oud fragrances as a beginner. They're so easy to understand and just has such superb quality in their blending. It is the the Rolls Royce of blue fragrances. This is not your average oceanic blue freshie. This is very resinous in a very fresh way, and it gives it this kind of oriental flair, especially with the very classy spices that they use. This has a heavy dose of cardamom and nutmeg, mixed with some amber and myrrh, olibanum, labdanum, styrax, and benzoin, and it has a subtle touch of an added sweetness from an orange note, all combined with this beautiful, beautiful, clean oud. More woody than necessarily oudy, but it does add a dark and a depthness to the fragrance. Nothing traditionally blue in this scent, but when you smell it, it's gonna take you to a coastline. Super, super alluring and captivating and very, very strong, so please go easy on the trigger with this one. I have accidentally oversprayed this in the past, and I smelled of Oud Bleu Intense for about 3 days straight. So when you think of luxury in the perfume world, for most of us, our mind is automatically going to go to Boadicea the Victorious, and the one for summer for me is going to be Azrak. I've been really enjoying this fragrance lately. It's a beautiful, kind of fruity, woody, aquatic-like perfume with so much personality and presence. This has a beautiful rose and fruits in the opening, bergamot and pineapple, with a very smooth cardamom and a cinnamon spice, very subtle in the scent, but just adds something a little bit extra. And now it's raining. I'm very happy that we're up here in the light guard stand. I'm very happy that we're up here undercover. This has violet and violet leaf, which is what really brings a lot of dressiness to this scent. Something a little bit more sophisticated and upper class. It's musky and woody and ambery, and there's something solar feeling about this as well. There's just something about it that makes me picture like sun-kissed skin in the nighttime. It makes me picture yachting on the ocean, very fresh, with floral and green aspects. It is truly, truly gorgeous. Azrak from Boadicea the Victorious. We can't win, guys. We can't win. So next we have Fleuve Tendre from Liquid Imaginaires, and this is a very unique, ultra sensual musk fragrance for the summer that feels incredibly sophisticated. This is spicy and exotic and kind of animal-like with the muskiness, but somehow it is incredibly fresh and very aromatic from the spices in here. Very vibrant spices like saffron and nutmeg, with cumin, coriander, black pepper, with rose and geranium. There's a little bit of civet in this and some musk, with suede, incense, tonka bean, and patchouli. You're going to feel a big presence of geranium in this scent, but it just adds a little bit more to the spicy element of the scent than necessarily being floral. It smells like very sexy, sun-kissed skin in the nighttime. And I have to warn you, it does have a very slight kind of like BO element, but it's not really done in a gross kind of way. Like when you think of BO, it's done in a very like sensual way that feels like just the scent of skin. Hypnotic when you wear this on the skin, really blooms off of you in a very enticing way. Fleuve Tendre by Liquid Imaginaires is great if you love sensual musk fragrances. And just like that, the rain is gone. Guys, this is what living in Florida is like. Literally 5 minutes ago, it's pouring and it's windy like crazy, and look, the wind has completely stopped. The sun is back out. This is Florida summer for you guys. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video with Mango Oud from Gritty. It has been really, really talked about recently, and I think that it really does live up to the hype. This is a stunning dimensional summer scent if you like mango. If you are a mango lover, this needs to be on your to try list. Seriously, it's mango, guava, and neroli, and the neroli adds a little bit of a classiness to the scent. Like a classicness, but also a lot of elegance, mixed with a creamy coconut milk and ylang-ylang and osmanthus. The base has this really beautiful, clean oud, mixed with a very smooth vanilla and amber. This is going to have a crazy effect on people. Like, you want to snap necks, you need to try this fragrance. It's just so crazy realistic, and I get a lot of guava in this. maybe even more guava than mango necessarily. It really comes off like a yellow mango versus like a really juicy, deep orange mango. It feels like a fancy vacation destination with a really nice woodiness. Makes it very luxurious and wearable. It is mouth-wateringly good. I was so impressed by this and can safely say it lives up to the hype. And you can find this fragrance over on So Avant-Garde, and you can save 10% with the code OdaErica10. If you love mango, you need to try this. It's a 10 out of 10 mango and guava fragrance. But guys, that was just a list of some of my favorite, very luxurious niche summer fragrances. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment below. What is your most dressy, like what is your go-to summer fragrance when you want to feel bougie and very put together? I would love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys next time. And thank you so much for hanging in there with me with this crazy Florida weather. You thought that those memes about 10 minutes raining, 10 minutes sunshine was a joke. It's not, but you guys are troopers. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.